morning all. Myself Professor Hemal Patel, and today we'll discuss concept of array in C programming language. Now in today's session we discuss what actually array is and how to use this concept in C program. So first, what is array? So array is a collection of elements which of same type and that are referenced by a common name. That means we are using different variable. Normally, if we do not have this concept, we use different variable to store different value. As per the variable rule, variable stores only one value at a time. But if you use variable, you require so many different variable declaration and value assignment process. But instead of doing that, we have this concept. So you can use and store more than one element in array. So array is a collection of elements of same type and that are referenced by a common name. So the basic data type that we all know, integer, float, character, that all are called basic data type. But through that basic data type, we create a derived data type and that is array. Array is a derived data type. All elements of array occupy a set of contiguous memory locations. So this is the very important thing, that when you create array, you can store multiple value, but in memory, that value is stored in sequence continuous memory. Like your first memory address is 493. So if your array is of 10 elements, so it will start from 493, then 494 and so on. So in memory, this continuous memory location is occupied for array elements of defined size. So array look like this. When you create, for example, if we create array of 10 size or 5 size, so the memory occupation of that array look like this. So you can store all different 10 values in different 10 positions of array. So first element is on first, that is a 0th index. Now array elements starts with 0 index number and it will end up with your maximum value. That means if you create array of 10 size, your final or last element of array is on 9th index. If your array is 10 size, so starting with 0, ending till 9. So you can store 10 different values in these array different locations. Now, what is the issue? If we do not have this concept, why we need this concept? If we do not have this concept, what we are doing? So, as I have already mentioned, if I want to store 100 students information, like I want to store a one class student, for example, 70 students are there in the class, and I want to store marks of any subject of all 100 students. So if we are not considering the concept, we need to declare 100 different or 70 different variables for each and every student. That means one variable for one student date. So for that, we need to write so many things. First, all 100 students declaration, variable declaration. Then after that, if you want to assign value, so each and every value you need to assign with the same process like declaration. So your total program length will increase. So it will become a very long program. But instead of doing this, if we create array, so you can complete this task with a single line of code. Declaration of 100 student with only one syntax, that see integer, student marks and 100. So that means integer is a type of array, student mark is a name of array, and size of that array is 100. That means after the name, the value which you assign, that is the size of array. So maximum length of array is 100. Now, here one thing you need to remember, that all array elements are having same data type. So if your array elements, one student's data, if we take integer type, so all 100 students data, you have integer data type only. So name remains fixed, type remains fixed, and size you can define as per your requirement. So like when you create this integer student marks 100, your data will be inserted in memory with this kind of structure. See, index number now. Why we required index or subscript? Because array, all 100 array element name is same. If we have a variable, so variable we give different names. If one variable name we cannot assign to another variable. So only one position or one space is occupied for one variable. But here all array elements or 100 array elements have same name, that is student mark. So if we want to bifurcate each and every element in between, मतलब 100 को individually bifurcate करना है, so we use this index number. So index number will start from 0 and end up till 99. So total 100 student information you can share. And this type of memory blocks will be created in backend. Now array name is same for all student marks. So through this array name and index number, you can bifurcate each and every element in the data. Now, the in between the values which you want to store, that you can store in your different locations of array. So this is actually the concept of array. Now, why it is so important? So it is simplified our declaration. And we can use index and subscript to identify each element. We have index. So we refer with I index and j index of student marks. So student marks of 0 will refer the first element. And by changing the value of j index, you could refer any element of array. So we have seen the basic concept of array, how we write and what is the concept and what is the benefit of that concept. Now we'll see the program, how you apply this concept in your program. So see, this program contain one array. Now how you identify where is your array? So your array is this part. Now you can easily bifurcate array with this index number box. That integer is a type of array, A is a name of array, and 10 is the size of array. So here this line shows the declaration of array in my program. Now very, very important thing, if you want to assign values to the array elements, so array contain continuous memory space. So to assign continuous value, we required for loop. Now we all know how for loop will work. So this is the thing through which you can insert value in the array elements. So if we have a single variable, we use scanf to insert value. So same way here we have 10 different elements in array. So we put this scanf in the for loop. So that means here my array size is 10. So I will move my for loop to 10 iteration. That means array index value will start from 0 and end up till 9. Less than 10 means till 9. So I have written the whole scanf function inside the array. And if we have a normal variable, we write %a. But in here we have an array. So on the array's index number, we give the value. So a of I. So that means when I move this program or run this program, array index of 0, you can insert one value, then value of I will get changed by 1. So on the index number 1, you can assign another value. So till 10 value, you can store different elements in the array. And the last print statement you can see, this print statement shows to fetch element of the array. That means I have inserted values in 10 different positions, but I want to see on index 3 which value will be stored. So you can fetch it with giving index number to the array element and you can print it. So let's see how it runs. Here array values. So I have created 10 values array. So I am inserting values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So total 10 values I have inserted. And see, we have printed the index number 3. That means Now I have 0 to 9 index number value inserted. So index number 3, that means 0, 1 and 2 and 3. So third position contain 44 value. So you will get 44 value in your output. So this program shows how to insert values in the array and how to fetch any element value from the array. So this is all about declaration and accessing array elements through C program. Thank you all.